What's up, everybody, and welcome to the show. This podcast episode is brought to you by IBOW Training. As you know, we talk about training pretty frequently here on the show, and the IBOW has some amazing people that they work with in their network. Are you a designer, rapper, sign maker, or beyond? If you want to invest in your creativity for the future, IBOW Training is the right choice. IBOW is the nation's first training organization to offer training in all aspects of the rap industry, from quoting, design, printing, production, and installation. They offer a variety of training options such as training at your shop, group training classes nationwide, and even private design and print profile training through remote login. With trainers nationwide, IBOW offers support day and night by phone, and many of their trainers are within a day's reach for emergencies. IBOW is growing and will continue to support the industry in a positive manner. For more information, please visit ibowtraining.com. We are also brought to you by We Print Wraps. We Print Wraps is the industry's #1 source for wholesale printed wraps. How easy is it to order wraps? Well, all you have to do is sell the job. Go to weprinwraps.com, choose your desired film for the installation, upload your design, and if you're not a designer, no problem. They can design one for you and get your wraps delivered right to your door. They offer free nationwide shipping all across the U.S. and Canada on all orders over $500. And for exclusive listeners of the All Wrapped Up podcast, you can get 5% promo code when you type in the word All Wrapped Up at checkout to save on your next order today. Less risk, no overhead, wholesale printing. See why the industry pros love them. To get more information, visit weprinwraps.com. All right, folks, this is probably the most anticipated episode yet. And with that being said, here's a full disclaimer. We at the All Wrapped Up podcast and associates do not condone in any way, shape, or form negative talk about other shops, shop owners, and or employees of the shops in the industry. We do not endorse anything as a truth that you will have to judge for yourself. It is not our intention to discriminate, make hate, annoy, or out anyone. We believe that in our constitutional First Amendment right of freedom of speech to voice our opinions, right, wrong, or indifferent. We take no responsibility for the opinions of others in the episode, postings of comments, or forum posts. So with all that out of the way, please give it up for our next guest, Alexander Thomas. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to All Wrapped Up Podcast. We'll be interviewing industry-leading rap companies to share tips, tricks, stories, and more. We got Mr. Alexander Thomas. What's going on, brother?
Nothing much, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's been a long time coming.
Sure.
Appreciate you taking the time to come on the show.
No problem.
Usually how we start off is we like to get a little inside peek in what you got going on at your shop.
Right now I got some projects with the Georgia State Lottery, and I also got some projects for Rich Homie Quan. We're doing some color changes, and couple friends named Chad. Shout out to One Pink Bee. She's we're wrapping her Maserati right now as we speak, and we're just like bidding to some boats in Florida, and that's about it.
Nice. What type of film you using for the Maserati wrap?
We're using 3M, the Supreme wrap. We're doing hot pink.
Nice. How's that coming along? You almost done? I think you posted a story on it. It seemed like the front end was done already. Did you already finish that up, or? Yeah,
I got the front end done, but the pink is kind of weird, man. It's super thick material, so kind of taking my time with it. I should probably have it finished by the morning.
Nice, nice. What's the hottest part on the Maserati to wrap?
I would probably say the bottom lip to the bumper where it kind of swoops down in front.
Yeah.
There's it kind of gaps off, but it's all one piece as well. So
nice.
Just making sure I don't use any inlays on it. I kind of been trying to get away from a lot of the inlays.
Yeah, you try to like push it all in as much as you can, or get rid of those
Yeah.
hard spots first and then work out.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm pumped, dude.
Yeah, me too, man. We've been talking left and right and trying to set this up and get you on here and shit, so it's nice.
Yeah, it is.
It's probably gonna be the most listened to podcast.
I know, dude. I'm ready for it.
Oh shit. Yeah. We got a lot to get to and I don't want to waste any time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel like Joe Dirt on the interview that he had,
Oh shit.
Like,
oh my
you don't have no in your heart.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think it's due for you to come on and share your experiences and talk about a lot of stuff that I think people, people kind of, don't know much about you and only perceive you for what you are as, I want to say, quote unquote, social media, persona. You know what I mean? I feel like you and I have had pretty intelligent conversations.
Definitely.
Coming up to this recording. So, by all means, you are a very smart guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Totally different. I mean, we've talked 20 minutes, we've talked an hour and, not even like anything what you are on social media at all. The loud boy, right. The troublemaker, the shit stirrer. You know what I mean? It's just, it's fucking, and it's nice to see you kind of like, I don't know, I would say you're out of your shell a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, it's nice to see a different side of you a little bit as well.
Yeah, definitely, right?
Yeah.
It's all smoke and mirrors.
Well, that's cool, dude. I mean, you're working with the Maserati. Is this kind of like a big project for you as far as like, the type of car it is? Have you worked on, high profile cars before in the past?
Yeah, I've actually worked on like, my first couple jobs was with a friend of mine, and we worked on a bunch of F1 cars for Indianapolis 500.
Wow.
So the Maserati is a high-profile job for me because of the person that it is. The girl that kind of hired me to do the job, she has like 450,000 followers on Instagram, man. So her clout is pretty big in Atlanta, and it's kind of a good influencer for my company. So that's probably why it's more high profile for me.
Do you deal with a lot of like influencers and stuff like that on social to kind of get in as work projects?
Lately, yeah. I would say ever since I moved to Atlanta, my wave has been going crazy, man. Ever since I came to Atlanta, I feel like a lot of the stars are here at my disposure pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm able to network and see these people at even just gas stations, and the friends that I've made in Atlanta are pretty influential, and I got a lot to offer them and they got a lot to offer me. So it's kind of like a camaraderie thing. And we're kind of getting off together, man, which is real crazy. It feels real good.
That's good, finally. Man. Yeah, right? You kind of feel a little bit more at home in Atlanta?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, how long have you been there now?
I've been in Atlanta for probably 4 months now, straight.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I'm creating a huge wave, dude, no lie. In Atlanta, it's crazy. The networking that you can do here is out of control.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How different is it from where you were before? Were you in Indianapolis before?
Yeah, I started out in Indianapolis, man.
Yeah.
And I have to say that, I mean, I can't front that. Indianapolis has a lot of good graphic installers. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. So I started my career off in Indiana. And networking in Indiana was really good at first because I was home there. I had moved there in 2000, in 2000.
Yeah.
And, I went to high school there and things like that. So it was good for me at first until I branched off and opened my own company.
Which was when? 2000 what?
I opened my own company in 2015.
2015. Now I guess we'll get into the meat and potatoes at this point. What your fucking laugh is crazy. What made you get into the industry? Did you have a love of cars like most of us did, or was it just like something that you kind of were like, hey, why not?
I mean, I always had a love for cars, you know what I'm saying? I always had a love for going fast in cars, Ricky Bobby style, but I kind of lived on the edge, and I was kind of on like the wrong side of the fence in life. And I would say that my friend of like 18 years, I had kind of gotten in trouble, and he hit me up out of nowhere and was like, yo, man, I heard you got out of trouble and you're kind of changing your ways a little bit. And, I have this business. I went into business for myself, and I know that you're a big time talker. I know that you're a person that's good with people. So I kind of want to use you as a person to get into business with. That guy's name is Roger Patch. His name is Roger Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit. Wow.
Yeah.
That's funny. Shit. So that started in 2015, or was that prior?
My company started in 2015. I had worked with him prior. And he was just like showing me the ropes of commercial installation. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I would say that experience wise, I got to really get, a lot of business experience, not only networking with big clients and big people into the industry, but also on the hands-on experience of what makes commercial work commercial.
Right.
And the real experience of learning from somebody, and it's just you and this person when they've already had 10 years of experience is crazy.
Right. How long were you working underneath him?
I worked underneath him for a year and a half.
Wow.
And when I worked underneath him, he had previously went through business with another partner. So I kind of got to jump on the train when it was full steam ahead, which is crazy.
Wow. So what was your day in? Were you kind of like the grunt guy a little bit? Like weeding, taping, doing some installs, learning the ropes for a while? And
I didn't do no installs at first.
Yeah, didn't touch nothing,
he was
right?
Like, hold my dick pretty much, dude. He was like, man, just stand back and watch me, and I was ready to learn something because like I said in the previous life, I wasn't too good of a person. So my eagerness to learn as a person was crazy, so I got to honestly see how to peel backing paper, why not to peel backing paper certain ways, why to not take shortcuts and things like that, so I got to learn from this guy, but I was picking up fucking paper at first,
Yeah. Cleaning the truck, making sure things were prepped, which is normal for a starter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pick up the pieces. You watch a lot, and you pick up. Are you kind of like a quick learner as far as like visually seeing it, or do you have to physically do it?
I would say, me learning, I had always been like visual learning, I would say probably, because I'm super competitive. So a lot of people, they don't want to teach me all the way anything, so I'm really good at like, visual learning. But when I was working with Roger, as you know, like I went on to the jobs where we couldn't even fuck up. So there was the point where in the very beginning, I had to just stand back and watch because, you can't take really this is my own company. You know, he was saying, I can't have you fucking up the job. If you want to learn, you want to buy some vinyl and, you want to invest in yourself pretty much is what he said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're going to really want to learn how to rap, you'll spend at least $500 on a roll of vinyl, or you'll pick up the scraps, keep them, and work your edges around all types of shit, you know, and that's really how I kind of started. Really.
That's a good way to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pick up the scraps, bring them home, use them on your own car in the garage, in the driveway. I always tell everybody, like, you want to learn, like, cut small pieces and just work on your corners. Just heat them, cut them, figure it out every day. Just get used to doing that every single day. Because as soon as you stop, you kind of, you know, your knife skills kind of dwindle a little bit. Believe me, I know. I know from experience, man. I took a 3-year hiatus. I know. Fuck, man. That took me a while to get back into the groove, but shit. You can lose it. Don't think it's like riding the bike. It's, you know, you're going to fall down a couple times, you know? That's insane. That's crazy. So after doing all that, year and a half, you decide to kind of go off on your own and do your own thing?
No, man, I've never been a worker, you know what I'm saying? I've always been a leader. And I was just telling him, you know, I kind of felt some kind of weird animosity with him because, you know, in the industry with probably everybody that's really, on a different level, they kind of hold, the skill that they have kind of near and dear to them, you know, and I kind of didn't understand that at first. And I noticed him kind of being weird. And I was just like, dude, why are you being weird? I've known you for 18 years, you know, and we had went into business together and, he was kind of skimming off the top and told me that, you know, you'll be receiving X amount of dollars, which would have been fine even if I was receiving small amounts of money for the knowledge that I was gaining. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a fair trade-off. But if you tell me that's going to be a certain deal, that's what you're going to uphold yourself to. That's what I'm going to uphold myself to. So it's going to be nothing else besides that.
Right.
I found out that he was skimming a lot of money off the top, you know, which I was naive because I had no business experience. I was just collecting a check. And when I confronted him about it, we kind of went our separate ways. He kind of lifted some money out of the account. And I told him after that, you know, we got to go on business separate ways. He went his separate ways. I learned a lot of knowledge. So I kind of hit up some contacts that we kind of had together. And, you know, I went on my own. And what kind of divided us apart, you know, if you don't mind me jumping straight into it, is the fucking Marcolata job, the one that I got on the news for.
Yeah, the most famous news broadcast about the industry. Around the world. Yeah.
Which is fucking crazy. Yeah. You know, and that transpired from, you know, Roger kind of bad with money. I was going on to business and shit was booming for me. I called him. I said, hey, I got a color change. You know, can you do this carbon fiber for me? I'm going to fucking help. We landed the job. I told him, hey man, you know, I'm taking the money that you owe me off the top because I have no animosity because I'm still going to be great at what I'm doing. So you're either going to get on my train now or, you know, we're not going to be fucking friends. We're going to continue this feud that we had over money. He said, fine. He slacked on a job a little bit and I took the rap for it, you know, which is, my responsibility. It was under my company. You know what I'm saying? So I would never say that's not my fault. I didn't check the guy's work. You know what I'm saying? And that comes down to a lack of experience and, you know, trusting on somebody else to kind of uphold their word. And it was my first real job. So I was kind of turned up.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I was turned, man. You know, that was my very first job. So, I mean, you know, and we kind of got crazy in this guy's car, but it was definitely not on video, you know, and it's crazy, that a lot of people are swayed, but back to the real subject, Roger fucked me on money. And that's the reason why we didn't end up working together any kind of left me out to dry, and I said, I'm going to go on business my own self.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's, that's crazy that, on your first job, newly business owner, you know what I mean? Been in the industry for a year and a half, whatever, but new business owner and trying to land that job. You get excited when you get that first job. You kind of overlook certain things and, your first job's never going to be perfect. I don't think mine was for a long time. I messed up numerous stuff, but shit.
I jumped into a fucking carbon fiber hood, like the carbon fiber bundle, which would have been easy,
Could have been, but it landed you on, almost, local news, but it went national throughout the industry.
Yeah, it went international. There's guys in Germany that are like, "Hey, aren't you that guy that was doing burnouts?"
Dude,
I'm just like,
you must get that.
Fuck, dude, it's 3 years later, huh?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, right? Dude, that shit will haunt you. It's a fucking skeletons that come out.
And what's crazy is, like people on that job kind of say, there's patches on the car, there's this, that, and the third on the car, and the guy originally wanted a hood top and the top part of his trunk wrap. Going on to the job, he's just like, well, how about we do the bumper? How about we do the back bumper? And and we're telling this guy, hey man, probably need to purchase some more vinyl, and he didn't want to do that. So with him not wanting to do that, no one understands or kind of dives into what that was and says, hey, why are there any patches on this car? You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to kind of dive into it. It was just like a lynch mob. You know what I'm saying? Like people, and they're just kind of, I wouldn't want to try to take a pity party at all, because obviously I can handle anything that these motherfuckers are throwing at me,
It's just
but
crazy.
It was crazy.
It's just crazy that you didn't think, okay, knowing that you have to seam carbon fiber, which is probably the worst. I mean, you're never going to get a good seam and just to seam it. I don't know why you wouldn't have just said, you know what? Fuck it. We're not doing it. Period. You know what I mean? Save you the aggravation.
Yeah. And I thought about that the whole time, but then that's where sometimes the egotistical side of me, kind of, overweighs what I got going on. At a certain point, I was just like into the job, like, you know what, I'm going to get this fucking shit done.
Yeah.
This guy was in a certain way. And in the industry, the excuse is always used, the customer is always right. So in unbeknownst to pleasing the customer, I had to do what I had to do,
Yeah. Yeah.
And it didn't fucking work out.
Yeah. I mean, they brought up, during that, news, broadcast, they brought up a lot of stuff that, is pretty relevant now in the industry, which is, the whole, kind of, experience and having something overshadow what we're doing now. Like have some type of placement, have some type of certifications.
A kind of a regulation on
regulation, right. Regulation as far as what we do, because they mentioned the BBB didn't even have something for our industry because it was just so new. And I even think 2015 wasn't even that long ago. I feel like new should have been fucking 2009, 2010.
Yeah, really.
When we were doing that. Yeah. 2005, like, technology wise, man, it was fucking there at 2015, I meant, rather.
Yeah.
And, only going 4 more years. I mean, yeah, it's gone leaps and bounds, but 2015 was shit was popping back then. You know what I mean?
Now think about this though. Now with that regulation and kind of a standard to, what the industry is supposed to be and where the industry is supposed to be at, I say this. After all of that that took place and transpired, you understand what I'm saying? Most people would have closed their doors. Most people would have kind of gotten into a discouraged point of month. about, hey man, is this really what the fuck I want to do? Because
I
had over 50 reviews from customers I've never had saying certain things about my business at the time. Hey, this guy's grab assing customers. He's driving around in Ferraris. He's driving around in all these people's cars and putting mileage on them. What's so crazy is these people were such sheeps that even in the industry, they banded against something that they didn't know. It was like, ramble, ramble, ramble. Like, oh, this guy's a fucking, a bad person. But if that were to take place, think about the certification that I got after all this bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? The 3M certification in this business has a real high caliber. And then on the back notes of, is this guy riding around in customers' cars? Obviously, that shit didn't work out for him. So for him to be going on something into the beginning of his career to try to even go and get certified to hold himself, not only himself, but the whole industry to a certain standard, why is this guy going to get certified? Why is it serious enough for him to get certified? After receiving that certification, the bullshit should have been cut to a small end. The bullshit of, hey, is this guy going to be riding around in customers' cars? Is this guy going to be making bad cuts? Is this guy going to be more professional? 3M holds you to a caliber. It's not just, say, a smaller certification of an Avery certification, which I'm not going to kind of take anything from that. But the behavior of the installer has a lot to do with what the certification delivered by 3M has to do with a lot of business as well, too. You understand what I'm saying? After receiving a certification that no one else in my class passed, out of 10 people, I was the only one to pass. That should have been a serious thing for everybody in the industry to say, hey, maybe now this guy's a little bit serious.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people would have ran out of the situation. I mean, ultimately, you were starting off on the wrong foot. Didn't really get you anywhere. It made things worse because now I feel like, you have to prove yourself more than ever to kind of right that wrong and make it right. You know what I mean? And getting your certification obviously was a stepping stone for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I mean, it should have been for a lot of other people in the industry as well. But, a lot of these guys that are so-called serious about what they're doing and they have $1 million companies, a lot of these guys aren't even certified installers, and they say, hey, it's a piece of paper, or it's a piece of this, or a piece of that. You don't go into heart surgery and let Joe Schmo on the block fucking cut your chest open. You want to go to a guy with a fucking doctorate in what he's doing. You understand?
Right. Yeah, we brought that up numerous times, you know what I mean? But there are guys out there that fly underneath the radar that certain people know that don't have certifications, but they can slay vinyl, dude. It's just...
But who are those guys really?
They're either old timers or even new cats that we don't even know about that just get it. There's some people that just get it, which is mind blowing. There's people out there that can just pick up a squeegee, fucking lay some vinyl, and just understand the technology and the capabilities.
I would say I'm one of those people.
You think so?
I know so.
There you go. Confidence.
Where has there been anybody else? There's been no one in this industry that can say, hey, we trained Alex the Rap God to rap cars besides Roger Paget. There's not one person that can say that.
Now, do you think you took the certification to prove a point based on...
To myself, fucking right.
To yourself. Not because of the bullshit.
No, because I was going to be a kick-ass motherfucker no matter what.
Yeah.
Before I even knew about the 3M certification, I considered myself and what I was doing rap goddish. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't going to come into the industry and say, oh, well, I'm going to work a regular job and this, and if this doesn't work out, then I still got this regular comfort and cushion of my regular 9 to 5. No, I jumped into the industry like a monster.
But what,
you know what I'm saying?
But what did you have to lose? What did you have to lose? Like, what what sparked you to just jump all in, and this was just your way out? Like there was no going back.
To lose, man. I mean, I had everything to lose. I mean, think about this, dude. On the backside of things, I have no college degree, or I'm not any kind of graduate into anything except for vinyl whatsoever. So for me, jumping into this industry was something that was a necessity on the backside of my life, because before I was doing nothing but selling bud my whole entire life.
Just hustling.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there was nothing else besides that.
Wow.
You know? Yeah. I mean, and on a real level. And that time was over in my life. You know what I'm saying? I got in trouble and I was just like, dude, I gotta fucking try something else because this shit is not working out for me.
Well, the thing is, you run a rat race, right? What's the outlet? What's the end result of doing what you were doing back then? Getting out of this conversation. Either you're gonna end up in jail or you're gonna end up shot. One or the other.
Exactly. You're gonna either end up dead or your fucking mom is gonna be visiting you in a jail cell, and that's not something that my family was ever involved in. And I shouldn't even, been on that side of life. But that was the path that I chose. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to live a certain way, and that was the way that I wanted to live, and that's the decision that I made.
And you ran that way for how long?
10 years.
Holy shit, man. Now with the legalization of it, I don't know if it's legal in Indiana, but it just became legal here in Boston. So a lot of dispensaries, a lot of little pop-up shops are coming up, and as far as getting legal marijuana, it's very regular now. You can walk,
but that ain't my industry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Walk in with an ID.
I've already gotten in that industry and milked that for what the fuck it was worth.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I've made great amount of money doing that shit, dude. But I feel like I'm making the same amount of money. It's just a little bit harder, but
it's legit.
I'm still making the same money. I got a question though. Wait a minute. Why still in this industry? Going back to kind of like why I got the certification. Why could you say to me, or in your opinion, why is there still so much shade after me getting the certification? Why is there so much shade on me getting that certification? Why is that certification, because Alex the Rap God passed it, must be something that has been handed out and I didn't earn that? Why in the hell is there now no caliber to the 3M certification because I passed it?
And this is me just speaking for myself because I can't speak for the listeners or people out there, but I feel like you looking back outside of the box, in the beginning stages, I just think that I would have thought like, hey, listen, this guy brings a lot of baggage. He's got a lot of skeletons in the closet. He came out of the gate the wrong way, and people are just going to hold that against you. I mean, it's like having an ex-girlfriend, dude. You hate that girl forever, bro. It's just, that one little thing. It's just that one little fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Or does it happen to be like the cockiness that comes on top of it?
I mean, that probably has to do a little bit with it. You're not afraid to put it out there. That's the thing. Like,
I'm not.
Like you talk, and this is because if I didn't talk to you prior, this conversation would probably go a little bit differently. But I've already had legitimate conversations with you prior, so I know where you're coming from, and I understand where you're coming from. I just feel like the cockiness, and this is just me saying, the cockiness and the character that you portray on social media continuously isn't what the industry wants to have as not so much a front runner, but in the industry. Everybody wants somebody that's humble. But at the same time, before you interrupt me, at the same time, I think you are a little bit humbled. You are, but secretly, like behind the scenes, you are humbled because you came from a shitty past. You did some wrongs back then. I think you're owning up to it now. You know what I mean? You've done the certification, and again, it doesn't go, certification doesn't give you that pass to be like, okay, leave me alone now. You know what I mean? I think.
Yeah, of course not.
I think people have to work with you and see what your work ethic is because, and I've said this numerous times, there are 3M certified installers. There are Avery Dennison installers. There are Orfold installers. Whatever certification you uphold, there are people out there that are certified that still do bad work. Period.
Yeah, but that comes to the person that they are, though.
That comes to the person. Yeah, totally.
Now, why the fuck is me? Now, why in the fuck is me saying, you know what, Alexander Thomas? You're the fucking greatest. You're an awesome person. You know, you're going to get out there, you're going to fucking lay vinyl better than everybody else. The reason why you're going to do that is because you put forth more effort to you than everybody else. Why would it be such a thing for the industry to not have an abnormality into the industry? Why would I have to go and conform to what the entire industry wants as a whole to what I am as a person?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I get it.
Like,
I mean, to every good movie, there's a bad guy, right?
Yeah.
You always gotta have a bad guy.
But then why is this? Why whenever I want to pump myself up,
Mm-hmm.
which is called self-motivation,
Mm-hmm.
which from the beginning of time and the beginning of life, when you are in second grade, your teacher says, you know what? You can be anything that you put your mind to. You can do anything that you put your mind to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not my fault that in the upbringing of my life that my parents even said, anything that you believe, Alexander, besides fucking growing wings out of your back, you can achieve it. You know what I'm saying? If you believe you deserve it, the universe will serve it.
Mm.
If I'm able to talk myself up into saying, and it doesn't matter, because listen, would it be good to the industry if I were to mute and set it into my own head?
Mm.
Would it be good to the industry if I were to say, I'm going to sit here and say, no, I'm going to say this quietly into my head. Alexander, you're the fucking best. You're a goddamn rock star. You're going to get out here. You're going to dominate the competition. You know what I'm saying? From a little kid background, I've always fought competitively.
Mm.
My dad said, you're a winner, son. Even though you're smaller than these other motherfuckers, you're a winner. You're number one. My dad's an Army Ranger, retired Army.
Wow.
You know, he always said, you're the best. And there's nothing wrong with that because, and in all actuality, it is the American dream to be the best. Because our country is the best, so we be the best people. Why would I not believe the same thing that everybody else is supposed to believe? But I believe it more, and I'm able to talk myself into what I want, and I'm able to talk my kind of dreams into a reality, and that's something that the industry doesn't like. You know what I'm saying? The cockiness comes from within. I don't need anybody else to say, hey, Alexander, you're going to be number one. I don't need anybody else to do that because on the back end, you're an insecure person at that point. And then maybe I have some insecurities to have to, you know, be able to pump myself up. And then I'm fucking ready to bang on my chest at the end of the day without any help. You understand? And then the way that the place that I am into owning in my own business. I have no college degree. I have no high school diploma, but I have 2 felonies on my fucking record. Do you know what that means? And on a stereotypical level, that person is not supposed to succeed, really.
Right.
And for me to be in this industry with real power players on the level of Shadow Graphics, I'm going to shout companies out I don't even fuck with. I'm on the same level as Shadow Graphics on the installation side of this industry, on the commercial side. You know, I'm on the same level as these guys. I've gotten the experience of these guys. I've been subcontracted work from TKO Graphics, Signature Graphics, real work. You know, just by me saying that I'm going to be number one in my life should never deter another motherfucker from saying that they're number one. And if that scares you, you should not be in a competitive race. And that race is called life.
Yeah. I mean, I totally agree with you to a sense. I think a lot of people take things a lot differently. A lot of people meditate their own things differently. They write things down as opposed to being loud about it. I just feel like this type of industry? Cause your background, okay.
It's
also,
a bunch of nerds.
Well, it's not a bunch. I don't consider
It is a
myself
bunch of
too
nerds.
much of a nerd, but all right.
Let's be real. They're a bunch of fucking four-eyed dweebs that are fucking lame as hell, that their college degree didn't fucking work out, that they wasted a lot of college money, and then they've stumbled upon the graphic industry, which is then catapulted them into a level of something that they're able to hold on to, and then when Roger Klotz from Doug Funny gets in the room, and he's just as good as everybody else, there's a fucking problem.
I just feel like, you know, at the end of the day, you know, like I said, you do bring a lot of baggage. I think people hold that on you. You're a bad boy in the group. You're the bad boy in the group, I think. You know what I mean? You come out, you smoke weed, you fucking post it, you rap
as
and
everybody else in the industry does. I mean, think about the fact about this. Dude, I was at a party with the top dogs in the industry. They do the same thing I do. They're just as dirty as I am. But I'm not a person to go and throw them under the bus, you know, for partying like a rock star.
Yeah.
I don't fucking sit around and say, hey, guess what so-and-so's doing? Because he's a fucking drug addict on the back end. I don't say that. You know why? Because that's a part of being a man and a code of honor that I would expect excuse my language, these bitch motherfuckers to have. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys in this industry are realistically mad at the fact that when I do go into a job site, they see the dreads, they see the weed smoking, they see all this, and then they hear the articulate voice. They hear the smart person that I really am. And to them, it's like a monkey doing tricks. And before that, they get to juggle everything. I'll be the one holding all the balls.
Well, we had this conversation prior was, you know, you've had clients call you, you know, new clients. They ask about a rap and you show up for a consultation, a survey, or
over
even
the phone
installation. And here we are. You show up, you got your bag of fucking tools and you're ready to go, and they ask, okay, hey, how you doing? And you say, yep, I'm Alex. I'm
Alexander.
Yeah.
They say, is this the same guy that I talked to on the phone?
Yeah. Yeah.
They say that. And what's crazy is there's a lot of these installers that would hang around me behind my back. You know what I'm saying? They're just like, oh, you're a cool ass guy, but we can't say that shit in public. We can't say that we like to hang out with Alex who rap God and smoke weed with him in public. They don't want to do that. Why? That's
a question to be asked to them personally. You know what I mean? I haven't hung out with you, but I won't be a hypocrite. I have a CBD pen that I hit once in a while on a long fucking day. Puts me to bed, man. That's the only time I use it.
Yeah.
A little indica.
Now think about this
what I mean?
too. Let's jump onto this topic. What about the fact that even till this day, I have the top dogs nipping at my heels. Justin Pate being one of them. And he is the holy grail of graphics. He wants a piece of me bad. You understand? Fucking Carl Brewer, Atlanta Custom Whips. I don't even want to call these guys out. They all want a piece of me. But then this. None of them will ever risk the defeat of coming near me with a squeegee and a knife.
Now, why do you think that?
Because think about this. These guys are 20-year vets. And I've accomplished in 2 years what these guys that have been in this industry for 20 fucking plus years. I've accomplished the same thing in a tenth of the time. You understand what it would be like for one of those guys to ever risk coming next to me and getting on one side of the car and me being on one side of the car and me fucking destroying them?
Do you think,
do you know what it would be like for them to take that?
But do you think they would be surprised, or we would be surprised on the quality of work you put up, the installation, the cleanness,
Why is no one willing to take that risk?
I don't know, dude. I feel
if I'm
like
so bad at installing,
listen,
and I'd be willing to fly anywhere.
I feel like you have
my own done.
I think if you, I think, you know what I mean? This is me just putting it out there. I think if there's any way to do it, it would be the Rap Olympics or it'd be a RapsCon where there's competitions and it's all industry related people.
How can we compete at RapsCon when every single one of these rappers are bitch made? You understand? Every single one of these rappers, when I competed, when it was just me, Carl Brewer, a guy named Vinny, a guy named Kevin from Savage Raps, and Raptillion, I fucking competed against Carl Brewer. I walked into the room before we got to line up paper. Carl Brewer had already peeled backing paper away. You understand what I'm saying? And to this, if I were to compete at RapsCon, it would be a landslide of bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? It would be a landslide of bullshit. They would never let me win at RapsCon. But the Rap Olympics,
but regardless,
God damn it, yes.
Winning or losing.
Listen to this stuff.
But winning or losing,
it's going to show how good I really fucking am.
That's, at the end of the day,
to line up against me.
But that's the thing. It's not that you're lining up one-on-one. It's a grouped competition, however many groups, 20 groups, whatever the case may be. I feel like, you know, if you're going to lose points and you're going to lose over something stupid, you lose over something stupid. But everyone's able to gauge where you're at. Now
listen to this. Now, just like, I mean, I know that maybe we shouldn't get on this topic, but it has to be addressed. Just like today, I go online, first thing I wake up, there's 50 guys in my inbox saying, hey, did you see this thing that this rap shop posted about you? And I'm just like, dude, you make $1 million and you're talking all this cash shit when I have your cars in my shop right now getting ready to be redone. That's ACW's work is 10 feet away from me. They suck ass just as much as I suck ass, if that's the capability of anybody that sucks in this fucking world. I'm doing cars in 5 days. That takes 5 guys in the same amount of time. And why, oh, why am I ruffling this fucking bitch made dude's feathers? I'm sorry for being on your podcast cussing, but this is the fact of this. I'm the new wave in this fucking industry, and these guys are so sour about it. And that's the reason why I'm catching all the real slack.
Well, I feel like you're doing it. Well, okay, let me rephrase. The way I would do it is I would let the work speak for itself and fucking build it up, build the name. Whoever knows me, whoever doesn't know me, know me. The way you do it is, I'm fucking number one. I'm going to kill this fucking game. You know, pumping yourself up, which is nothing wrong with that. You have to admit, there's nothing wrong with pumping yourself up. Calling yourself number one, I feel like that's just good, you know, mojo. You want to pump. I mean, people do it differently. I play loud music behind. That's what pumps me up. That's what gets me fired up in the day. Listening to fucking really good tunes and just fucking slaying it. That's it.
Yeah.
You like to be, you know, vocal about it. You like to go up, say fucking, you know, I forget the other day you were in a fucking, I thought I was in a fucking commercial, dude. You were like in a fucking, bath towel, fucking cooking some fucking breakfast and you were shooting the shit. You know what I mean? But like, you don't see that. Like people don't put themselves out in that way. I feel like you're just doing things differently. That's the only thing. You're different. There's nothing wrong with being different. I just feel like a lot of people like to be a little bit more conservative about it and things like that, which is fine. And there's nobody like you out there doing what you do. And I think a little bit's got to come from your past, the way you're doing it now. I mean, let's be real here. Let's just be real. You have two felonies on your record. How hard is it going to be for you to get a legitimate job? What job career can you have having a felony? What typically the job description that you have when you have a felony? You're either a fucking roofer or you're a carpenter, you're a floor guy. You're in the trades. You're not fucking suit and tying it with the fucking felony on your record.
You're not.
Let's get real here. You're not sitting in a fucking cubicle unless you're self-made. You're not sitting in an office and doing that type of work at the end of the day.
You're not, dude. And it's not accepted. You
right?
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, it's not even that it's accepted. It's just like no degree, 2 felonies. That's fucking double whammy.
Yeah.
Double whammy, man. Double whammy.
Double.
So
Double.
you've got some cards that are dealt that are less than par right now. You know what I mean?
You know? Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to use that ever in my life as a reason to say, oh, this is all I got. I have to give it all my hardest. I'm going to say, if I were to make brownies, dude, you know what I'm saying? The rest of my life. If I were to say, I'm going to make brownies for the rest of my days, I would do it the best.
Yeah. And you'd still be doing the same thing you're doing.
Yeah.
Doing it the same exact way.
I'm the best Pillsbury Doughboy in the town. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I get it. I feel like a little bit of the show is to kind of shed a little bit more light on your side of things, what you do, where you come from, what your goals are at the end of all this, because
I would say my goals in this industry. Oh, go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
Well, no, I was gonna say, like, basically what your goals are gonna be. What's your end goal for all this, and why did you continue to just move forward with it, given that you had such bad blood in the beginning stages? Like, like?
I would say my goals in the industry is to be considered one of the best to ever rap, period. You know, what else other goal would you have? You know, and then I would want to make a successful living for my family in the future. You know what I'm saying? I would want to leave my own legacy on the endless thing called time. You know what I'm saying? I would want to leave that this dude has always been dealt not the perfect hand, but he knows when to hold and when to fold. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy is going to come in here and seriously kick ass and take names at what he's doing.
And that's a tough thing
to live up to.
Well, it's for yourself, mentally, physically, emotionally. It's one thing to have that type of goal, you know, with the burden of being one of the hatest people in the industry. You know what I mean? That's that's a whole nother thing to have on your shoulders. You know what I mean? I feel like I try to be as biased as I can towards everybody in everything. You know what I mean? It's just, no matter what, at the end of the day, I was always taught, never judge a book by its cover, and never, you know, what you hear and what you see, there's always 3 sides of the story. There's always 3 sides of the story. Left side, right side, and then the real truth. You know what I mean? Always. Yep. And I feel like you need that chance to kind of redeem yourself and have, and I told you from the get-go, man, it only takes one person that is real reputable in the industry to see you work and to see how you work, and for you to prove to them, not that you have anything to prove to anybody other than yourself. At the end of the day, it's not about proving, hey, I can fucking put this door on. Why do I need to show you anything? It's more of like, oh, okay, maybe he's okay. You know what I mean? Maybe we can stop giving him a little bit of shit. You know what I mean?
So much shit, yeah.
Just not take half the pile away, but let's take a little bit. You know what I mean? A couple scoops. That's all we're asking.
You know, that's it. A couple shit turns off the top. And you know, like some people are just not even understanding. They're just like, why? They don't even ask me, hey, why do you call yourself the rap god? Before, in this industry, if you look me up, I was Alex the rap guy. just the guy.
The guy.
Just, hey, man, I'm Alex the Rap Guy. And people were like, every time I would say something, they'd be like, Rap God? I was like, no, man, Rap Guy. And they kept saying Rap God, Rap God. I'm just like, no, dude, not Alex the Rap God, Alex the Rap Guy. And they were just saying to me. And then one day my nephew, he said to me, he said, how good are you at rapping cars? This guy's 8 years old, man. And I was just like, dude, I'm good. I'm the best, probably. You know, I'm talking shit to my little nephew. I'm not going to say to him, hey, nephew, you know, you just get out there and you swing the bat just as good as everybody else. And you make sure that you just try to be good as everybody else. Not better than them, just as good. But no, I told him, I said, I'm the best. And he said, why don't you call yourself the Rap God? I said,
at 8 years
and
old.
I said to him, dude, you don't understand what kind of trouble that'll get me into. And this 8-year-old said, but wouldn't you have to just live up to being the best? I said, you know what, Uriah? I'm a fucking rap god, dude.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
There's an 8-year-old telling you what to do.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't go against 8-year-old recollection.
No, dude.
Hey, kid, does mom look fat in this dress? Well, yeah, mom. You know what I'm saying?
No, no, and no. And you say that as fast as you can.
Yeah. But an 8-year-old kid's going to be like, hey, mom, you're bulging out the dress on the side.
Yeah, it's real talk. You know, them kids, man. There's some shit that comes out of their mouth that, you know, sometimes the adults aren't ready to hear, but it's some, you know, they're the realist at the end of the day.
Yeah.
There's no filter. There's no
and
lining.
Then how can I explain to the nephew, well, I don't want to call myself the rap god because if I call myself the rap god, then everybody's going to be trying to attack me and say, oh, you're not the rap god. Then you know what? He's going to ask me why. And I'm going to have to go into saying, you know, well, whenever you're good at something, you're not supposed to tell yourself out loud you're great. You're supposed to keep it inside of you. That's not all right.
Well, I
really,
mean,
now listen to how that sounds. Hey, if you're good at something, don't blast it to the world. Keep it to yourself. What's the point of competition?
I think that's the humble, you know, what's the definition of being humble?
Humble is the definition of having a meek or meaningless social status or place in life. That is what the definition of humble is. Thinking of oneself lower than other people around them. Now the word narcissist, one who has great admiration of oneself. That's a good thing to be.
Yeah.
And that's a sway. Listen, most people would listen to this today and say, that's not what humble means. Webster's dictionary says different.
It's pretty crazy. I don't know, man. There's a lot of this, a lot of that. I mean, you bring a lot of different circumstances to the table. You know what I mean? As far as what we've seen in the past and what we foresee in the future. You know, I think you're a different breed, man. And I think that kind of goes even further back to your, you know, career. You know, when I was creeping on your Instagram, trying to get a little bit more feedback prior to our conversations that we've had off air. You actually were fighting at the time too. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
How you think a little bit of that, you know,
attitude
trickled? Yeah, man, trickled into this.
Yes, sir.
I think you come into it, you know, with that attitude, that swagger, that fight, that passion, that, you know, you're going into the ring with everybody, and win or lose, at the end of the day, you did what you had to do.
Yeah.
I feel like. How long were you fighting for it? And was it like a higher competitive league, or?
I fought from 2007 to 2014, off and on.
Wow.
And then before that, I competed, in some jiu-jitsu tournaments and taekwondo stuff. And I've always been a fighting competitor. But when I got into MMA, that was kind of a nice outlet for me. I went 16-3 as an amateur and 2-0 as a pro.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just to me, it's just to me to compete again because I feel like I'm not old, but this is almost my next best thing.
You feel like you're fighting every day?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm training my mind.
Yeah, it's a whole different type of training. Do you think the physicalness, it was more than your mentalness now?
I would say, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, thinking about vinyl every day? No, dude, because vinyl is so complex. The world of graphics is completely complex. And that's why sometimes a lot of the guys get the rap god thing kind of mixed up. Because not only do I do color changes, but I'm a corporate guy. A lot of these guys that do color changes, they could never step in the world of lining a picture up and knowing that 1/8 of an inch is going to mean 2 inches in the end. It might look good laid down when you're right up on it. But then when you mess up the whole job, then what?
It's a learning curve, man. Not too many people can put on panels, and not too many people can do color changes that put on panels. It's vice versa. It's very far few in between that can do both and do them well.
I'm one of those guys.
It's a tough thing, man. It's a tough thing. Do you like the commercial more than you do?
I like the checks on the commercial work.
Yeah, because it's constant.
Yeah.
One color change job, it's like you said, it takes 4 or 5 days, solo. It's a long time to be working on one car for a little bit of money when you're wrapping a box truck once a day for 5 days. Do the math.
Yeah.
It's a lot
baby.
It's a lot of money right there, man.
That's a lot of bread.
Now getting your 3M certification, that's helped you get a lot of this work as well, because they're one of the only certifications that are outsourcing the installations to different people in different states and towns and whatnot. So a lot of that commercial work you do bid on to get, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, with that, it gives me some kind of clout. I've had a lot of business relationships before I got that 3M certification that I continue now. Don Schumacher Racing. I do a lot of their hospitality trailers still.
Wow.
Before I got that certification. I had a lot of clout work with Roger. Tons of it.
Now, do you get a lot of the artwork outsourced and then the printing outsourced? Because you don't have a full shop set up for that type of work, right? Yeah.
I don't do any prints as of right now. I'm definitely trying to do some prints, and if I do, most of my bread and butter comes from people emailing me and saying to me, "Hey, we found you on a 3M website. Are you ready to rock and roll?" And I say, "I am. Where's the job at?"
So you're mobile. You're all over the place.
Why wouldn't I? I have no kids and no wife.
Yeah. Living the life, man.
And a lot of guys are jealous of that fact, dude. They are. Because I am living the fucking dream. When I say I get up in the morning and I really piss excellence, and I just say, I don't know what I'm doing today, but by the end of the day, I'm going to make some money. You know how good that feels to say, and then I don't have to clock in, or I don't really have to pay no shop rent, and I just go out and collect the check myself, and I don't have to make my hard-earned money be spread thin and feel that animosity.
It's a tough gig, dude. It's a tough gig.
Yeah.
It's a different lifestyle when you do have a family, you do have, shop rent. it's a lot of stress. It's a lot of weight on people's shoulders, especially when you have fucking employees, man. You're not only making that money to survive.
You're taking care of the tribe.
Right. You're taking care of the tribe. Exactly, man. Exactly.
A lot of responsibility goes on that.
Yeah. It's a lot. And when you only have yourself, man, it's a little bit less of a burden. It's, you can do the work at your leisure and when you want and how you want, where you want, which is crazy.
Yep.
I mean, you flip-flop from what? You were in Florida recently. You came back up to Atlanta. You kind of travel a little bit, right?
New York, California, Texas. I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah. That's
crazy.
Know what I'm saying? Just,
huh?
Is it other shops that you've kind of, they know how you work and they'll just fly you out, or you?
Yeah, that's what it is. Sometimes some shops will take the risk and then they're like, damn, dude, I want to post some pictures with you, but we can't really say anything because, I'm in a so-and-so league. I'm in the IBOA, whatever the fuck that is. I'm in my blah, blah, blah. I want to post it, man, but damn, you want to go out for a drink though? I'm just like, man, you're fucking lame, dude.
Oh man.
But yeah, you're buying.
You're the black sheep, bro.
Yeah, literally the black sheep.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
If we could get on that little topic of, a lot of these guys, man, you'd be surprised that about a lot of the what the race card really has an effect of, on the way that business is conducted a lot as well.
Well, I think, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people have been successful in it. I just had.
In this industry?
Sure.
As the black man?
Yes.
Who?
Yes.
I listen to me. But listen to me. Man, listen to me. If you think for 1 second that these people in this industry don't throw that race card out, you are absolutely crazy.
You think so?
I know. Yeah, I know you're not that naive.
Come on.
I know for a factoid that think about this. These people, there are 4 other people in this industry right now that go under the title Rap God. All of them besides me are white. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Those people are not attacked. And they say, I'm the best in the world. They say it. I've looked on their page. They say the same thing. I'm the best. And you know what? Those people are in the crowd of a pitchfork and a fucking lit stick on a lynch mob after me. And if you don't think so, that's crazy, bro. You gotta understand. Think about this. When I go into another person's shop and they look at me and they say, oh, well, you sure you can handle this? Why the fuck don't you think I can handle it? I have the same certification as this guy and I'm built better than him. Why would you ask me that? You'd be crazy to think that there is no racism going on. Dude, I got called a nigger blatantly online.
Yeah. I mean, it's
dude, and this is a true fact.
You understand? This goes back, this just goes back to morals and what I think, people should, be doing the right thing. You know what I mean?
I don't think that the whole world, and listen to this, I don't think that the whole world is real. I think that racism is dying out. But think about this. A lot of the guys in this industry, a lot of the top tier players, those are 50 plus older guys. You understand? That this industry wasn't new to my people before the early 2000s. It really wasn't. You understand? It really wasn't. And that's really fucking true. When I go to a lot of jobs, there are a lot of guys that have the side eye. There are a lot of guys that say, oh man, this nigger that, this nigger this nigger that. But I don't expose these people. And I mean, I have hundreds of texts from other companies that are like, hey man, I really wish you would just say something to 3M to kind of get this guy's certification. Here's a text of him saying this, that, and the third about you. here's a text of these people saying, all this, like, why make racial banter? Because a joke is half serious. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
When you make nigger jokes and things like that, there's a lot of shit that's involved in that.
Well, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Now, anything you say or do is portrayed in a negative light. I mean, look at all the bullshit on the news. It's just, you can lose your job over one comment. You know what I mean? Over one little comment, and it might not even be direct towards anybody. It's just one little thing can just get you pulled off a sitcom, get you pulled off a whatever. It's just,
yeah, but why is this not an important factor? Why are guys? And
small,
now think about this.
Small, dude. We're peanuts. We are fucking dirt on the ground right now compared to what's going out there, the physical mass of all the other shit going around in the world. I don't think, unless someone brought it to light, as far as, there's nobody that's going to pull something out of their
who's going to bring it to light?
Well, who's going to, exactly. Even if you bring it to the news, it's going to get washed out by the other bullshit. You know what I mean?
Now think about that factor. Now, just as what you said, why is the 2015 incident not washed under the fucking bridge by now?
I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. I would love to have an answer for you, but I really don't. I really don't. I can only suspect that the continuousness of your actions and what you do is just adding fuel to the fire every day. What you do.
But why is that the case?
But why is that? Right? I don't know. I don't
what I'm saying?
I don't have an answer for you, but I feel like that would have a little bit to do with it, and all the other troublesome stuff that people would bring up.
Yeah.
As far
now
as like,
think about that, dude.
Yeah.
Now think about this, bro. If I were, and I don't want to be sitting here using the race car because that's lame, but if I were a white installer, would me driving around in a customer's car, with the customer driving that car on the news story, like we didn't dissect that. The customer was driving his car on that news segment. If I were a white guy, would it have been so bad?
I don't know the answer to that, but
because
I would hope that, people would take it the same way. I would hope that it wouldn't be that way, because, I mean, there are, not industry related people, but there are people out there that, have that mentality and want to shame people.
And you don't think that those people are in this industry? And you don't think that some of those people are in this industry, and that those people are influential people in this industry as well?
I mean, dude, if it's in any industry, everybody has got somebody, you know what I mean? And multiple people in the industry. It could be in anything. Carpentry, it could be in vinyl, it could be in sheet metal, it could be in, there's always shit talkers everywhere. That's just the name of the game. That's just the name of the game.
But shit talking versus bigotry is a big difference. I shit talk. I'm not a bigot.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I shit talk to the max. And I shit talk at the notion of, this is another man. We're both here doing the same thing. Let's shit talk to get this day done faster. Am I better than you? You better than me? It comes down to a penis swinging contest. Any other race. Why is it, or any other race of life? Why is this so bad that I'm swinging the big dick in this industry? And they're fucking pissed about it.
I don't know. I think you have to bring.
But I want the peace though, bro. Like when you talk to me on the phone, you don't ever hear me saying, besides today, what about this shop doing this? This shop doing that.
Right.
This shop doing this.
Yeah.
You don't ever hear me, and you don't see me on all the backlash. You never see me lash back at other people.
Right.
How many cheeks does Jesus have to turn? Maybe I am the real rap god. You understand? That holds a lot of integrity to hold my tongue against someone that I know that I could physically break in half, and that would only talk shit over the internet. How much of a man does that make you? Either. to talk like a bunch of cackling hens about me. That's so crazy.
Whew. This is going to be episode 84, man. And I think it's probably the most I've talked about. I don't want to say like negative wise, but just like real dissecting a certain way of things and the way you've been having to deal with certain things that other people, other people's struggles, man. It's like, okay, man, I'm struggling to get work. It's like, okay, well, you're not struggling to get work. You're just struggling to keep the peace for yourself, to stay sane, to just get a little bit of, not just for a lot of respect, just a little bit of respect of the craft that you're doing, and that's it. You know what I mean? It's
because if you think that I want to go around every fucking day having to say that, dude, I'm the best in the world. I don't have to say that to myself every single day.
Right. And you don't.
It's like, I don't say it every day.
Yeah.
I wake up and I fucking sing show tunes, dude. Because I'm living a life that most people would never even imagine doing, dude. I made $160,000 last year on my own. And a lot of these guys are mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but what I don't understand is after today, where is the competition to say, we want to see how good he is? Who would step up to the plate to dare dethrone me? I'm self-proclaimed.
I think the best way of shutting things down and coming to the realization that either A, you do know what you're doing, or B, it's what everybody said you were.
Yeah.
One or the other.
When can that ever happen?
It's giving you the opportunity to sink or swim the second time around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They don't want, but who wants to do that?
I don't know.
Not ACW.
And if there's
not
anybody,
police,
hey, listen,
not Justin Page.
If there's anybody out there that is listening that runs, either a competition or something, you're hearing it. Alex will go to the event. Give him the opportunity to run. Give him the opportunity to show himself up. Sink or swim, regardless.
That is what I want to do.
That will be the determining fact whether what everybody is saying is valid or, it's basically what you see on the internet and everyone's just...
And then also on this note, let's not have these naysayers on the sideline the whole time. Do you imagine all the people that are going to say, oh, well, he will, if I did not so happen to place. Imagine how many people would be on the sidelines talking shit, but not really in the game.
You know what? At the end of the day,
I'm in there. The winner's circle.
Yes. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. If you get faulted because you overstretch something, okay, whatever, dude. But if you get faulted,
which would never happen.
Right. But I'm just saying, if you get faulted for overstretching something, pulling back, whatever the case may be, wrong technique for that application, whatever, okay, fine. That is what it is. But, you go in there and you fucking cut the car, you fucking do something like crazy, then okay, all right. Then you can sit up on the podium and say, listen, I fucked up. I deserved everything I got. You guys were right, and I was wrong. Period.
Now, but then what? But you know what happens when I win and take first place? Guess what? Oh, it must have been, these guys weren't really competing, and me
You don't know. You don't know that. You don't know. Okay. Yes, you might get the 1%ers.
Hey, listen. If that's the case, listen to this. I passed the 3M certification. What's the pass-fail rate? You've taken that test. Am I correct or no?
No, I have not. Oh. But
what do you think?
But we've said on the podcast before, and like I hate to bring it up, but it's one of those things that you have to be good at what you do for that day. Like that is fucking the day you want to be on top of your shit. Like, the day of days. Like, that is fucking D-Day. You need to do everything precise, calculated, tactical. You have to go in there with a clear mind, and you have to perform at your highest level that day. Okay? It's like point blank. That's what you have to do to pass the course. Understood?
Thank you.
But, I have a but. Do people do that all the fucking time when they go to do a job outside of that? No.
I do. Because if I fuck it up on a corporate level, think about what one bad corporate review would do to my real job.
You already know what
It
one
would
bad
be cool.
review.
Now think
You're
about
fucking
that.
still living it 4 years later, man.
Yeah. Damn right I am.
That shit is haunting you. Dude, okay, so I want to go back. You saying that, I want to go back to a snippet of what you had said. I believe it was you, or maybe it was Roger. I can't remember. Okay, and this is quoted. All right. Where is it? One bad review. This is a quote. One bad review out of thousands. I'll take those odds any day. Well, hold on. Before you answer that, I'll get into it.
Mm-hmm.
That mentality of thinking, for me looking at it and listening to it, like, I had to take a breath. I was like, wow, fuck, dude. But at the same time, it's almost like an oxymoron, because think about it. Okay, you did thousands, but that one bad one got you in some shit and got you on fucking the news, dude. And it's still haunting you
But it's not haunting him.
It's
still
not
haunting that guy. It's
not
haunting me.
Yeah, right. But it's haunting
think
you.
about this. Now, like I said, if you think that there's no racism in this industry, why the fuck isn't Roger on the Rap Police page #1 for that bad job that he did? Why the fuck isn't he on the same thing?
Does he still get shit?
With me.
Does he still get
No,
shit?
he doesn't. He's white, bro. What are you talking about?
I hate that you used the race card on this one, but I don't know.
But
do you talk to him?
Am I not true though? Think about this.
Do you talk to him?
But listen to this though, dude. Do you see people backlashing at Roger on his page saying, "Hey, aren't you the one that was driving that fucking car around?"
Is he quiet?
Hold
on. But is he quiet?
No, he is not all the time. Fuck no. He says, "Hey, look at this 100-foot yacht that we wrapped in one day. Kick ass shit." That's just as cocky as what I'm saying.
Ooh.
Hey, I'm the rap god. I'm the best in the industry. Kick ass shit. What's the difference between what he said and me?
I think it's different.
He typed it?
I don't know. Maybe. I think it's the physical notion of actually seeing you in your mannerisms and the vocalism of what you're saying.
It's different because I'm black, bro.
I don't know,
we're both
man.
saying the same thing. Listen to me, Roger.
I've seen people write some shit, and I'll give it the eyeball. Be like, really, dude? Come on. I've seen some stuff online, man. Come on. I think the same way. I ain't stupid. I'm not naive, but I just feel like he probably does get some shit. He's probably lost some jobs because of it. Are you kidding me? He's on the video with you. There's no way one gets favored more than the other. Like,
how, bro? How is that not true? Think about this. How isn't it true that Roger, listen, when you guys mention that incident, you guys don't say, not you, I'm saying, you don't say Alex and Roger are the guys that fucked up that car. You say Alex, the rap god, is the guy that fucked that car up.
No. I'd say both of you. You both are on it. It even
maybe
says.
You do.
Maybe I do. Maybe I'm one of few. But, it's a unit. You guys did it together. That's both your faults. Both your faults.
But why doesn't the Rap Police post that?
Well, has the Rap Police only posted you?
Why is he only posting me for that bad job and not Roger?
Yeah, dude, you know what? But look at how many other people he's posting on there too.
But why not post both parties?
But don't.
Bias thing.
Regardless, you're not the only one that's getting posted up on there. You're not the only one. You gotta think of it. You gotta think of the big picture.
not the small picture. You gotta look at the big picture. You're not the
It
only
is
one.
a big picture.
Look, listen.
What if, now think about this though, real quick. What if I wasn't such a hard worker and I let this consume me? This is my career.
You would have so much hate. You would have so much hate, or you'd be phased out. You'd phase this out and work on something else. You'd move on to a different career. Which would
Think about that can-do attitude.
Which would have been the easier way out, in my opinion. It would have been the easiest way out. You would have been somebody that maybe we would have talked about maybe a couple years down the road, but then it would have been diluted.
Yeah, hey, you remember that fucking black dude that fucked
there you go again, man. There you go again, man.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I just feel like, that's not me, man. That's not me. So you can't.
I wouldn't say that is you.
But I feel like you're pigeonholing or putting a certain crowd up against the wall, and I don't think that's fair to say, given that nobody has a voice right now in this particular situation to be put up against that wall. So it's a tough nut to crack, because it's your opinion, but I feel like a lot of people wouldn't pull that race card and be like, remember that dude? No, but I
don't want to. But facts are facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a reliant thing that I'm relying on the race card. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
It's not.
If
it's not. Because right now I could have been using that the whole fucking time.
You could have, but then you could have been.
But
you could have been the pity potty guy too. At that.
But why would I ever be that? Calling myself.
Why would you? Why? Yeah. Why?
Why would I run from anything? But the thing is this: why is everybody else calling me again? Like I said, when are we going to really see how good I am next to somebody? Who's going? Listen, now imagine how pussyfied the whole industry is knowing this. If we go up against the rap god, there's a chance that we could lose. Who's willing to do that? Not one of those motherfuckers, dude. Not one of them are willing to say, you know what? I'll fucking compete against them, because you know what? That's taking a devastating loss.
I would not be surprised if people came out after listening to this, okay? As far as they got listening to it, okay? To come out.
Carl Brewer would never stand up next to me. Justin from ACW would never stand up to me. I would say only person that probably would be Jim Miller. And he's a monster. I gotta give clout to Jim Miller. Justin Pate, he's a monster, but he would dare never step next to me. And he's the man of the hour and too sweet to be sour. You understand? But he would never in his life ever risk a reputation of taking a big L from Big Dad. I know that's a fucking real thing. I know for a fact Justin Pate would never get a piece of what I got to offer. And that's nothing but an ass whooping his way. Carl Brewer, no sir. And then the thing is, I'm gonna put that cockiness out there because I want a piece of it. I want a piece of it. You understand? So I can see where I'm at.
You want, okay. All right. Well, okay.
I want a piece of the best though. I don't want bottom feeders. I don't want shop helpers. You see what I'm saying? Like the shop owners would be saying this. Hey, let's stick you in with Tyler Beagley, and he's a bitch to me. I want the top dogs. You understand? Because what's the point of facing anybody that's beneath my caliber? You feel what I'm saying? That's me. That's me. That's them saying, oh, well, that guy works at my shop. He ain't good as me. Why can't we just say this? Alexander Thomas would pay for a trip for Justin Pate, Carl Brewer, all those guys. Come and see what the hell this is about.
Well, you nailed it right in the head when you said you want to see where your caliber is at the end of the day. Where are you at?
That's exactly
okay. So your mentality of your fighting background, okay, because you're not going to fight, you would probably be a heavyweight? Probably heavyweight against a fucking featherweight. Well, whose ass is going to get kicked in that fight? You don't even have to
not
watch
fair.
the fight to fucking know. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. There's some fucking crazy jujitsu guys who get you in a bind real fast with those big guys and game over. You know what I mean? A lot of people, in the fighting game, you know, we all know back in the day when things weren't regulated, who's the number one jujitsu guy? God, his fucking name is escaping me.
Dan Silva.
No.
The Gracies.
Gracie, yes. Hoist Gracie, exactly. That dude would fucking put you in a fucking, oh my God.
Yeah, he might.
Yeah, he might. But that's only...
My mentality, I'll kick his goddamn ass.
But you know what?
You feel me?
But you're the Hoist Gracie. You know what I mean? You're the little guy that wants to come out fighting. You want to know where you're at.
Yeah.
Win or lose. You want to know where you're at.
I want Justin Pate the most though. You know what I'm saying? Because, and it's not even to say, and then it's not even to say I only want him, but I mean, why would I go for the little fish? You know what I'm saying?
It.
If he's after me, I'm after him. I want a piece. You know what I'm saying? And then what's crazy is, just one thing. The Rap Police puts work of mine on a page, but he don't put the right cars. Like, he tried to expose the BMW job, and it's clearly an Audi. But all the people on that Rap Police page are sheep, and I'm the sheep herder. What's crazy? They're all swinging from my dinner. Bad. Real bad.
You know, going back on that, there's been high caliber installers on the Rap Police and caught on a bad day.
They're swinging from his dick too. Justin Tate. Tate Design is a monster.
Yeah, insane.
But they will say that and now think about how infutile these people are to say Tate Design is not so good.
But listen, look how much shit got stirred when that Lamborghini came out. Look how much shit got stirred, bro. They're like, whoa, just calling out one of the top guys, and he's a fucking trainer? Like, dude, it goes back to, like, everybody has their bad days, man. And given the circumstances where material might have not been there, or the time frame may have not been there. There's so many variables. I won't even go into it, but there's so many variables of where something could have gone wrong. Could be the fucking temperature of the shop. Whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, people get called out on it. Do they deserve to get called out on it? No. Maybe.
Listen, I don't ever say I have, bad days. I just say, fuck, I got lazy on something or anything. But now think about this. Every rap that I do by myself comes out perfect. Anytime I try to include somebody on a color change, it doesn't come out great. I'm not saying that it's me or them. It may be my fault because I don't overcheck their work. And that comes down to, it's my fault. At the end of the day, it's my fault because I don't take the proper steps, being a more experienced installer to overlook it. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that all the time. And you have to. I don't always take those steps. But I do know this. I want a piece of the beast. I want a piece, dude. And all these people that'll say, oh yeah, I'll set it up anytime. Come to my shop. Dude, I want to take the color change guys and bring them into my realm. Let's put a box truck out here and bring it around the corners. Do not distort these pictures while you're installing these graphics, baby boys. And let's see who's fucking holding whose dick at the end. It's me who's winning. The real race, you know what I'm saying? Anyone can take off panels and things of a car and stretch it to the end and trim off the edge. I'll teach my 7-year-old nephew how to do that. You ain't lining no pictures up and doing the same though. That's the difference.
I feel like a rap competition would serve you well, where all the peers are there. You're underneath the spotlight. Everybody's watching you, and you just, you come in not the way you've been. on social media,
Yeah.
but you come in respected. You come in, you fucking let the work, do the talking, and you sit back and you just say, you know, how is this? Is this Is this workable? Is this passable? Is this, you know, to our standards of what we need to uphold? You know,
Then guess what?
I know what you're gonna say.
They'll be saying,
I know what you're gonna say.
They'll be saying,
I know.
the sun shines
Come
on a dog's ass one time.
Shit, man.
I'll do it 2 times though. You feel what I'm saying?
Dude, it you know what it is? You just have to come in with the mentality that you get that 1% that just says, hey man, you got dealt some shitty cards. I get it, but you're not that bad. You're not.
Yeah,
that
come on.
bad.
I want a piece. I want some.
I know you do. You just need to get that opportunity to put that, you know, underneath your belt and just get it over with.
Who wants to take the L though?
Rip the
Who wants
fucking
to be
Band-Aid
responsible
off.
for that L?
Rip.
Who wants to be responsible for that L though?
I
Now
don't think
think about this.
I don't think it's a loss. I don't think it's a loss of a one-on-one competition. I think it's a group loss because a lot of those competitions are grouped. You
Yeah, but think about this. I got 2 guys that I'll bring to the table, but I want my own self.
Yeah, but
You see
a
what I'm
lot
saying?
of them aren't like that
I don't
unless
need no
we do
group.
one individual one specific.
I want Justin Pate, dude. That's what I want to do. I just want to do what Justin Pate. I'll fucking go on my live tonight and rap a door blindfolded. I did it the other day when I saw a video of him do it. I did it maybe 5 minutes longer than him, but it still came out the same goddamn quality.
I think you just have,
and that's the true fact.
You have to try to get involved in it. You have to try to do it. Sneak yourself in. Go underneath an anonymous name. Do something to get yourself in, and then show up. Get it done.
I'm ready. They won't put me on the list. Last time I tried to apply for the Rap Olympics, the real shit, they said, oh yeah, we got everybody. Everybody's already signed up. I'm like, what? Really? Everybody signed up already?
You gotta get in it. You gotta get in it when it gets in and out and you're able to register. You have to get on top of it. You have to make that a priority, man. You have to make that, whatever you have going on in your life at that particular instance, you need to make that a priority, because I feel like that's going to be what change. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Are you fucking not making money because you're thinking about this or trying to register for something? Yeah, maybe. But that little loss will get you a little bit later on. You got to look at the long term. And at the end of the day, this could all fizzle out a little bit. Patience.
Yeah.
Patience.
Because listen to this. Think about this. It's a grown industry of grown men saying, look what Rap God did. He messed up a cut and we messed up some too. But look what Rap God did. We hate him. You feel what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
Like, who the fuck tells us grown men anyways? Hey, but why not be a real man and say, hey, buddy, hey, this is messed up. Let me go ahead and show you a better way into doing something so you don't have this fail spot, so you don't have to deal with bullshit on the back end. Why is there no one like that in the industry? They're all bitch made, bro.
No, but there are. But there are people there. I think there's just people. I think there's just people out there that just.
That's my guy Austin right here. That's a fact. The guy's at TC Custom.
I think there's just people out there that just are quiet about it. Don't say shit. Don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? What you're doing. I think there's a lot of people out there that just don't give a fuck. Like, they know you exist. They know that you're there. They know whatever they know. And that's all they know. But they don't give a fuck. They don't care, dude. They don't care.
There is some.
There's a lot more. I think there's more than you think. I think there are people out there that continuously giving you shit that maybe those.
They're just mad because I call myself the rap
but
god.
Those are the.
That really is a thing? You're mad that I'm the rap god? For real? You really?
Hey, you ever think of changing your tag? You ever think about?
It can't happen, bro. Think about it. I'll be conforming at that rate. I'd rather just live up to the name. Why not just live up to the name? Because think about this. If I dumb myself down, that's Hey Alex. And then that's the industry. I don't give a fuck saying we told you we'll break them one way. I'm unbreakable, baby. I'm Kunta fucking Kinte. You ain't cutting my fucking foot off. I'm running from the farm, motherfuckers.
Oh my God.
That ain't never gonna happen. Not never will I ever change the rap god. That's going with me to my grave, dude. Point blank. And I'll live up to it. Instead of changing it, I'll just rather live up to it, bro. Wouldn't you rather say that motherfucker lived up to that name and he is a beast? Other than saying, man, that motherfucker changed his name. He ain't that good. No.
Well, you're relentless. You're relentless. You fucking,
Yes.
you don't want to back down on it. You want to keep it going.
Never.
And there's nothing,
I'm a bull,
and there's
bub.
nothing wrong with that, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
Fucking right. I'm swinging 1,000 times. And if I hit one out of the park, I still got the home
It's
run.
that one. It's that one that you need. That
Yeah.
one win.
Yeah. One shot on the end.
That's it.
On the chin, baby.
Oof. Wow, we
Hell,
fucking ranted about that for a while.
I like it though, man.
I do. I feel like you needed a little bit of some fucking breathing, yeah. You needed a little fucking why me? A little fucking Tanya Harding? You know what I mean? A little fucking
I appreciate Nancy
Kerrigan.
Yeah,
why me? Like, come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, there's a lot of people online that just want to. That's what it is.
Man.
I don't give it to.
That's cool, dude. What do you think? What do you think? Since you started back in 2005, we're 4 years in now. You're moving out, moving around, doing your thing. You're fucking, you've moved. You're traveling. You're doing a lot more than you were doing. What do you think the hardest part is being a business owner now for you?
I would say the hardest part of being a business owner now is I don't know what to do with all the fucking cash. You know what I'm saying? I would say the hardest part of actually being a business owner is, keeping things consistent and not waking up at 11 o'clock and getting up at fucking 6 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Because, with becoming a business owner, you get to kind of set your schedule, and me kind of staying on track as a person I'm making money hand over fist. I could really afford to relax right now. I'm still grinding and kind of keeping hungry as the day I first started in business, and I will always remain that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm always, always, always gonna be hungry for more. You know what I'm saying? I would say the hardest part is staying on track and keeping as hungry as I can. Because it is easy for me to say, fuck this. I got a $30,000 check. I'm just about to go back to the trap, baby. Period. That's what I really want to do sometimes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's easy money. It's easy money. You could flip 30 and make a quick fucking 70 in a heartbeat.
Quickly.
But why would you want to? I know that
risk that effort.
Right.
Take it. Yeah. Not being as big of a risk taker. I'm kind of, I wouldn't say I'm in a complacent place right now, owning my own business. You know what I'm saying? But, I'm in a spot where I'm fucking ready to turn up right now. And then it's just the beginning of my career as a businessman. I've unfolded unto myself a place where a lot of people haven't been, and a lot of people in this industry haven't been yet. You know what I'm saying? That piece of paper that people say is just a piece of paper holds a lot to me, and it's near and dear to my heart, and a lot of people don't got it. And when it comes down to a grand scheme of things, on paper, who's going to get chosen is me.
Do you think having that certification is something that, obviously you graduated high school, correct?
No, fuck no.
You didn't even finish?
Fuck no, I dropped out 12th grade, and I'm this smart.
Wow.
And I am listen to this, none of that. And I am swinging a corporate bat that is a Louisville Slugger. Next year, I'm bidding on the Super Bowl job in Miami, Florida. I'm bidding on Black Film Festival right now. Do you know where corporately I'm at without any of that paper or any of that certification or any shit like that? And if you think for 1 second that I would stop being great to myself at this industry, that's stupid.
Well, going back to,
you feel me?
Yeah, definitely. But going back to that question, do you feel like having the certification and being able to test and pass, do you think you hold that near and dear over not being able to do that when you're younger?
You're fucking right. Because realistically, without that, half the guys talking shit to me, they're workers. I'm an owner. You feel what I'm saying? I'm on the owner's level. When I go to real parties for real installers, I get invited to things where other installers are never going to be involved in because they think that it's just a piece of paper. And for me to have that kind of caliber as a person without those certifications, it's supposed to be impossible. You feel what I'm saying? And it's not. I'm shitting on motherfuckers realistically in the race of life. I owe no debt to nobody. And I'm fucking making so much money without all of that. And these people are in debt, college careers, everything. Thousands of dollars. Now
let's just say you toned down as far as your social media presence, as far as how you come off on your live feeds, on your stories, et cetera, et cetera.
No. If I told them I didn't have they would try to use it as a weapon.
No.
They would try to use it as a weapon.
I don't think it's so much a weapon, but if you stayed quiet, you would think people would use that as a weapon. Like, why is he so quiet? What's going on with him? Why? Do you think so?
I think they would say, no, we got it.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
We shut him up.
That's a fucking mixed bag. But at the same time, it ain't no different for you. It wouldn't be different for you. Think about it. It wouldn't be different for you. You'd still be doing what you're doing. You'd still be waking up every morning when you wake up and working.
But then I wouldn't get the joy and satisfaction of pumping my head up. I'd have to change. Yeah. Why would I want to change for anybody else that's not doing anything?
But you could pump
just to be in the in crowd.
Yeah.
The people like me are the fucking dream makers. You feel what I'm saying? The people like me are the people that are the ones that go on in life and do everything else. We're all going to the same anthill. I'm taking zigzags, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody else isn't in line. I'm fucking zigzagging my way through life. And some people don't think I'm going to get there, but I am. We're all going to the same place. Right. I'm enjoying my life more than most people. Right now, I can take my certification and leave the United States and go to Germany. Or leave the United States and go to Australia, and I'm going to work. A lot of these guys cannot do that.
Do you have ambitions to get more certifications?
Yeah, I'm going for the Master PDA certification next. The only one else that matters.
Now, why that one that matters?
Why would I get an Avery certification? What's the point of that? That's bullshit, bro. You understand? For color change only? I'm not going to color change my way through life. I'm a corporate man. I do corporate installs. Why the fuck would I go for a lesser certification ever?
You still doing why? They don't do, corrugated and shit like that either? I'm sure they do.
I don't think so.
I think they do.
I don't think they do.
I think they do.
If they do, they copied off the 3M test. It was my friend that passed that certification test. He's under RAP in Buffalo, New York. He said it was just a color change on a car.
I'm not 100% aware of that. I thought there's printed graphics as well that you have to work with.
I would end up beating any. I think that only person that I probably couldn't beat rapping would be probably Justin Tate, Miller Design.
James Tate.
Yeah, James Tate. I don't know why I keep calling him Justin because I want Justin Tate. James Tate, probably Miller Design.
Jim Miller.
Darren from Shadow Graphics is a fucking monster, dude. He is a beast. corporate wise, maybe Roger. Roger's good, even though he's not my boy. He's so good. But other than that, I'll fucking take everybody else out. And all those people that talk shit about my work, never seen it in person.
Well,
none of them.
that too. I mean, you can't, for what you see on the internet, it's never 100% what you see in real life. I mean.
Yeah, but if you think about these camera tricks that I don't do, I go on the edge and I go live and I turn it around the whole.
You got to see everything, right?
Yeah. These guys are taking little quick snippets because I don't give a fuck. If I mess it up, what's going to happen? My dad stopped beating my ass when I was 13. I'm not going to get a whooping. What's going to happen if I mess something up? I got $1 million in insurance. Plus, I'm just going to redo the panel. The fuck am I scared of?
Right.
Everybody else is scared of failure. You're going to fail in life. I'm not scared of that. It just makes me a better person because I don't fail twice.
The mentality's there, bro. I think everybody's goal is what you want, is what you have. Everybody's goal is that. I mean, I don't think none of us in the industry think any different. All of us want to be good and great at what we do. All of us want to do the best that we can do, or do better than we did yesterday type of shit. And like, I don't think the end goal is different. Everything's there. It's just, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody. Like I told you on one-to-ones off air, man, it's just, you started off on the wrong foot and it's very hard to stand up from that. You know what I mean? It's a card you're dealt right now. And whether it fades off with time, even though it's already been a while, whether it fades off with more time or you end up proving yourself, I don't think anything else other than what you're going through now it ain't gonna get any worse. It's already been at its worst years ago. It's just new people catching light about it and be like, whoa, where did this come from? Why is this guy whatever? And it just opens up Pandora's box again. So,
but nobody's able to say, hey man, I ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. Why are you talking shit about somebody and he's not even here?
Yeah.
That's bitch shit, bro. In the real grand scheme of things, two men talking about another man behind his back, they're bitches, bro. It's Judas Priest. You feel me?
Yeah.
I would never dignify another man by talking something that I would never see in his face.
Oh, it's crazy. Crazy, dude.
Would never do that. Never in my life would I ever do that.
I think the way you were raised is different. You know what I mean? Where you grew up was different. Your dad being probably more the strict, coming from, a military background and being an Army Ranger, right? You had said?
Yeah.
I think, that mentality is a lot different than regular 9 to 5, third shift families.
Go out, Jimmy, and do your best.
Yeah.
Go out, Jimmy, and do your best. If you get a participation award, you're still a winner. No, you're not, Jimmy. You're a loser. You feel what I'm saying? There's only one winner at this, and you weren't one of them. I mean, that's what it is, bro. I would never sit and say to my kid, hey kid, it's okay for you to compete and not compete with your whole heart. No. Motherfucker, we're getting out here and we're dominating.
You think your dad was the biggest influence on you?
Yeah, I would say so. He's a great motherfucker, dude. Rick Thomas is the man. Rick Thomas is the man with the master plan. You feel me? That guy is a motherfucker, dude. He is the man. I just gotta say one thing though before we ever do close. I would say all the people that talk about me behind my back, like my dick's in your mouth. And that sucks. And only way it's gonna come out is when you guys stop talking about me.
Whoo! I think a little bit more controversy, man.
That's a
It's
fact.
fucking more controversy, man.
But am I right though?
I don't know. I'm not gonna say you're right, and I'm not gonna say you're wrong. I'm biased as fuck, but adding more fuel to the fire again to the people that talk or whatever. You're just adding more fuel to the fire for those types of situations.
But listen to this. They haven't met me to say anything about me. And the only thing that they're judging off is hearsay. So you're just like, okay, I'm going to believe what Tom, Dick, and Harry says and not anything else. What type of person are you? That's no leader qualities. That's a person that I can put a blindfold over and say, hey, walk off this cliff. There's 2 extra steps and you're going to jump off that fucking cliff. You're not going to see for sure whether or not there is an end game to that whatsoever. You're just going to go with the crowd. It's like a herd of buffaloes. The way Indians used to kill a bunch of buffaloes, they'll run them off a cliff. And the fucking first buffalo ran off of a cliff. There were other ones behind them, but they never stopped. They're all followers.
I think there's a small percentage, like I said, man. I think there's still a very small percentage of people that want to hold you in this fucking box or whatever. You know what I mean? I think there's a very small percentage because I feel like what that percentage is because you've mentioned a couple people, we've talked about, pretty much everything on here. So, I feel like it's a small group. And I feel like I don't know. I feel like secretly it's gotta hurt a little bit. Am I right or am I wrong?
I mean, I would say only reason why it hurts is because they don't get the full Alexander Thomas. I'm a great motherfucker. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks about me because Daria Gaskin, my motherfucking mom, will love me until the end of time. She'll love my dirty draws, bro. And that, in the end of it, is all that really matters. It's their loss on the end on whether or not they want to hang out with a person like me. They don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm not yelling for them. Right. It's their loss. And that makes me sad inside to say, hey, man, you're not getting to enjoy a fucking great time hanging out with fucking Big Dad. You're just going to sit and hang out with these lames who you're used to hanging out with all the time. While me, I'm Uncle Rico over here making 120 bucks.
Uncle Rico.
Period.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I can throw a pigskin a quarter mile.
Oh, my God.
But they're not. Period, dude. All I know is like my personality is my own guarantee.
Well, I think that's who you are. It's you're a social personality. You know what I mean? Whether you act the way that you act when you're in a crowd of people, which I'm sure you do, because I'm sure you guys turn it up and fucking hang out and do whatever you do. But like at the same time, I think you sit back and you reflect a little bit on these things, and yeah, it's gotta be it's gotta be a little sad. You gotta feel a little bit of fucking a little hurt because. Why wouldn't you? I'd feel a little hurt. If somebody fucking said, yo, your podcast sucks, man, that's gonna fucking hurt. It's gonna fucking hurt. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna bring this podcast to life, baby.
Shit, dude. Shit. I mean, at the end of the day, I just feel like, and this is just me just talking to you one-on-one. I don't want to be no psychiatrist. I don't want to fucking tell you what to do. I just feel like if you toned it down a fucking one dial, toned it down, one dial. See how that works. You know what I mean? I mean, calling people out, we all have competition. Dude, life is a competition, bro. Every day you're fighting to survive. Make a dollar, get through work. First thing you wake up, you're like, fuck, what am I going to have to tackle today? Okay, well, if I get this one fucking thing done today is a fucking good day, dude. You know what I mean?
You're damn right.
So, with that being said, I think you should focus more on the positive than on the negative and moving forward. I think this is just me saying it. Just you do what you want to do, man. You're a grown man.
Yeah.
You're a grown man. But I think you should focus more on the positive stuff in your life and reflect on those things as opposed to adding more fuel to the fire and adding more comments to the negative shit. Let that shit all just kind of fizzle out and die down. Because eventually, when you don't respond to certain things and you don't react to certain things, people get even more agitated when you don't respond. It's the things that you don't say that people really get angry about. I learned that a long time ago with the situation I had to go through. You know what I mean? The less you say, the more you make an impact. And it's not that you're making an impact as a whole, but for that individual that is putting you down, being negative, being sour, not knowing you, judging a book by its cover, let them say what they want to say. But
also think about this. It hurts worse when they can say whatever they want to say.
I know. And you take it in the chin, dude. You take it in the chin, bro. Sometimes you have to take a couple. Who cares?
But to me, it feels better.
I know.
To talk shit and live up to it.
I know. But
But I've never taken that road. Maybe I might take that road when I'm 35.
35.
Or about this. How about this? I've been taking shots on the chin. I think that
you have been.
I would be more quiet if I fucking seen somebody that was really better than me.
But that's how you live. That's your mentality. That's your montage. That's your.
I would be so quiet.
I know.
If you know what would when people would see something in me as if someone destroyed me, I would say, "Hey man, great job." And you know what I would say? I would dust my knees off and say, "Show me how you did that," and I'm right back on your ass, boy. Period. Point blank.
Right.
And I would say thank you.
Your eagerness to learn, your eagerness to be better. I think nobody hears that from you. Nobody understands that. Nobody gets that from you because they don't see it.
No, I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know there could be a better installer than me, but that fucking kid's probably not born yet, and he lives in Brazilian tribe. You feel me? Like,
oh shit.
That's not true. That's not true because there are better people than me, but I don't know them. And I wouldn't be intimidated by them. I would say, bro, show me the things that you know.
Right.
I want to fucking know.
Right.
And then guess what? I'm still a fucking rap god. If you beat me or not, I'm still him. Jesus died at 33. I'm 33. I got another 8 months left to go before I have to be quiet. You feel me?
So are you giving yourself a little bit of a time limit here of how much shit you're going to give everyone back?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking shit when I'm 35.
35? Fuck, another 2 years? God damn it.
Yeah, maybe. You feel me? I am. And I'm gonna deliver the goods. God, I wonder. And then the thing is, like, I'm gonna just put nails in everybody's coffin that wants a piece of me. You feel me? I have to. That's what I like to do. And I don't even like to do it. It's just like the Highlander. There can only be one. And I'm that Highlander. You feel me? I'm numero uno. Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't stop becoming Mr. Universe until he wanted to. And I will step down whenever somebody gives me something to step down for.
I think that that competition might be overdue now. I think.
Yeah, because I cast a big shadow. big. I'm stomping in giant shoes, and I like it. And nobody, listen, no matter what, I guarantee nobody steps to it. That's the whole thing. And it wouldn't even be something that I would hate. I would love for someone to be better than me. Because then I would be like, damn, this guy's so good. I'm about to be better than him.
Right.
I would say that. I would be like, dude, this guy's dope. Period.
So you'd man up. You'd man up.
Yeah, I would say it.
Man, I really want to see this happen.
Me too.
I think this would be huge. This would be huge for you. I think it would put things in perspective and for a lot of people.
It would.
Yeah.
Because then they would be able to say, is this guy good? And they would say, he's a fucking, dude's a rock star. But I would just want the respect after. I don't even want the respect because I already give myself enough respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
I just want them to say, you're the rap guy.
You're the rap god. That might be going a little bit too far, but I think just giving you that little, you know what? You're all right, guy. You're all right.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be in front of a crowd of people.
It could be in the back. It could be in the bathroom in the stall.
Yeah.
And just be like,
I
listen.
would rather destroy them in the back alley and not let anybody fucking see it. So it's just me and them. Because I don't want to destroy them publicly. They can still have it, but they know in their heart. You feel what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
It's like giving a guarantee. I can shit in a box and tell you it's a guarantee, and all you got's a guaranteed piece of shit. But I can get a good look at a T-bone by sticking my head up a bull's ass. I'd rather take the butcher's word for it.
Oh,
Feel
man.
me? It's true.
Crazy. You're crazy.
I want a piece, dude, of the world. Can I have a piece of it?
I think you're taking it, man. I think you're taking it.
I have to.
Well, that's the thing. No one's going to give it to you.
Exactly.
That's the thing. No one's going to give it to you.
I want Justin Pate.
You keep on bringing him
I want
up,
his head
man.
on it.
Fucking vendetta, bro. Fuck. Jeez.
And then I want Carl Brewer.
Wow.
I won't call, and then you gotta realize, I know who not to call out. Miller Design, I would never, at this rate, call him out. I would never call out Tate Design. I wouldn't call out Darren. But Justin Pate has lost a step or two, and I know I could expose him. Because when it comes down to competition, he'll be nervous standing next to me. Guaranteed he would. Guaranteed. ACW's whole squad would be scared of me. Cause I'm that damn good.
Well, you're right, in their backyards. You guys are in playgrounds together right now. Right?
Yeah, and this 5 guys versus 1. And guess what Dad's doing? I'm putting out all the shit. Atlanta is mine. ATL stands for Alex Thomas Land. Period. This is me. In this city, this is me, bro. I know that for sure. In Atlanta, this is my fucking city. Point blank, period. You come to Atlanta, you got to go through me now. This is where I'm claiming. Lucky I don't go over there and claim Las Vegas.
Oh shit. That's a big spot though. A lot of people.
I know.
A lot of people claiming Vegas right now.
I'll put my 3M certification over there. Point blank. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're living that life. You're living that mentality. You're doing what you want to do. And I think, you know what? That's fine by me.
Thanks.
You know what I mean?
That's all that matters.
You're fine by me. I mean, I'm not going to talk about your quality of work or what you do and how you do it because I've never seen it. So I can't judge you on that trying to be fair. You know what I mean? But
first person.
But at the same time, you know, It sucks dealing with what you're dealing with. And it's just, I don't wish that on anybody, man. It's just.
Yeah. And you know what's so lit though to me? I'm so much of a threat that they have to make a fucking YouTube channel about me to try to tell people not to come around me.
You have a parody YouTube channel?
No, they have a YouTube channel about me.
About you.
Yeah, baby. That's how lit I am. Hey guys, don't go to him. He's gonna fuck your cars up. Oh God. That's, you feel me? That's what it is. Don't go to that guy. He's cool. He listens to rap music, and I just say in every video I make. Yeah, dude. I'm like, dude, you're making fucking videos about walking through Lenox Mall, you fucking loser. Like, what the fuck,
Jesus Christ, man.
I'm fucking out here making rock stars. They're like lighting fireworks in a parking lot. I'm like, dude, Jackass made that. That, like, stop trying so hard and maybe you guys would be so lit like me. I don't have to try to be cool. I just am cool. They're just trying so hard. It's weird.
It's like high school stuff, man.
That's exactly what it's like.
Legit.
I'm in the fucking real world, traveling to Florida. You know what I'm saying? Losing weight all the time. Looking bulgy.
I see that.
Short,
what's up with that? What's up with that?
Yeah, keto.
What's up with that? You're on the keto diet, bro?
You're fucking right,
Jesus
dude. And when I'm fucking installed next to these guys, I'm gonna install with no shirt.
Oh God, here we go.
And I'm gonna take my vacation bag right out from underneath it. I'm gonna get my tools and I'm gonna head down to South Florida after I destroy some people. And goddamn go spearfishing in the ocean.
Yeah.
You feel
like
me?
A fucking Adonis there, sitting in the fucking.
Yeah, listen to this, bro. The same thing that they said to me. They said, Alex, you will not catch a fish with a Hawaiian hand sling. And you know what I did the very first time? I walked off the beach with flippers on and speared a fish and ate it. Bare hands.
Come on.
Yeah, I swear to God, Sammy Signs will tell you the truth. He was there with me.
Wow. What type of fish was it?
I don't know, dude. All I know is I pulled it out of the fucking ocean with a Hawaiian hand sling.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna put Justin Payne on the end of that.
Jesus Christ. It's like every other fucking word, bro.
I hate calling him out. But,
he's a great, he's a great promoter of the fucking podcast, man. I can't, we can't go down that route. I can't allow it. I should have gave you a minimum. You can only say it 5 times. Jesus.
I want to I hope I get to work with you one day, dude. You know what I'm saying? I might bring you out here on one of my jobs. You know, I'm paying top dollar. You feel me? I'll make sure you got good sleeping pillows and goddamn cookies on your fucking night table. You come work for me. I know that for sure. That's a fact,
dude. At the end of the day, I would give you that opportunity to look at your quality, look at how you work, and document it. You know what I mean?
Shit. Let me know when you're free. I got a lot of jobs lined up, buddy.
I think you deserve that, man. I think you deserve. Yeah. Everybody deserves a second chance, and you coming on here and respectively. Telling everybody, you know what? It was my first job. I fucked up. It is what it is. I'm trying to do better. I'm moving forward. I think that speaks volumes, at least for me. You know what I mean? What you do moving forward is only going to reflect on your future and how things, and how things are going to progress or, get better or get worse or whatever. It is what it is. But, I can't judge you not knowing.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Definitely, dude. Definitely.
Yeah. I would say the future, if I were to predict my future and tell you what the future has going for me, I'm going to Colorado next to franchise World Rapping Federation.
World Rapping Federation. You know, that's funny because, you know, prior to us recording, I had asked you because I didn't know like what your name was. I figured maybe you just went by Alexander Thomas Installs or whatever. And when you said World Rapping Federation, I got it because, you know, you are a fighter. It kind of goes with what you're doing. You're fighting to be in the industry. You're trying to be the best. You're trying to win that title. You want to win that belt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I'm slamming the competition.
It's fucking fitting.
Yeah, it is.
Now, do you have anything in place to start putting these wheels in motion?
Yeah, I got 2 rock stars I'm training right now.
And you want to put them in Colorado? Oh shit!
No, they're in Colorado right now. These 2 guys that I got that are getting ready. I'm gonna bring them out here for a while, probably the full summer, and then we're gonna franchise in Colorado. After that, we're gonna probably do Mississauga, Canada. And then I'll be ready to go on some vacations after that.
You want to go to Canada? You want to go way up north, huh?
Yeah, I want to go way up north.
It's cold up there, bro.
Super cold. I'll be able to put everybody on ice. You feel me?
Do you like the cold, man? I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I like it, but I like Florida better. I like Georgia, man, because there's a lot of competition here, and a lot of guys saying my name. You know?
Who sang that song? What was that, Destiny's Child?
What? Destiny's Child. Say my name, say my name. When Debo's not around, they don't say nothing.
Oh, shit.
You feel me? I am like Debo in the industry. When Debo comes around, I be quiet. When he leaves, I talk again. That's what's happening around here.
Wow.
You know, I'm riding up the bike on a beach cruiser, dude.
I love beach cruisers, dude. I still got one.
Period. Point blank.
I love them.
I want ACW though, bro.
Another one, dude. I should have given you a 5 fucking limit fucking usage on that one. Too.
But dude, it was so bad. When you wake up every morning and somebody's sending you hate mail, you know, it doesn't hurt at all. It just makes you blow your head up.
Why is that though? Why? Because you think they take their time out of their day to kind of put you down, and it's
they're like, what's that? Why is the ground shaking? And they're like, why is the ground shaking? Oh shit, Alexander Thomas is walking around in Atlanta. And then I hear it. They're like the guys off of Beauty and the Beast, Gaston. Trying to come in my castle.
Oh, shit.
And I'm protecting my rose, bub. You feel
crazy.
Me? They're trying to get a piece of me.
Man.
One day it will be proven, bro. One day. You know what I'm saying? It will be proven.
You just need it. You just need that one day, man. That's it. That's it. And honestly, truthfully, I hope you get that shot. I hope you get it.
Yeah.
I hope so too. Just for this, you know, the satisfaction of knowing where you stand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Knowing where you stand, and that's it, man.
Yeah.
Unreal. But I know it's getting late for you. It's getting late for me too. Is there anything else you want to talk about other than the other 2 people that you really?
I would say just the future holds for me is taking over Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I just want everybody to know. I just want everybody to know this. I'm not mad. And Jesus forgives you for you not know what you do. You feel me? Guys don't know that you're doing the wrong thing. And for that, I can never be mad at ignorance. That's one thing I won't do. I won't be mad at people talking mad shit about me or ever be upset and beat people up because, like, just because I can. I just will laugh at them.
Like I said, man, I think silence does its work just as much as speaking out loud or louder against others. I think secretly sitting back and, saying, okay, you know what, whatever, it is what it is. They don't know me. Take it as a grain of salt, whatever the case may be. And walking away and still putting around and doing what you're doing. It isn't going to affect you in any way, shape, or form. It won't affect you in any way, shape, or form. You're still going to wake up and do what you do every day.
That's a fact.
I think you get enjoyment out of it, though. I can tell.
I know
you love it. You love the hate more than you love the love.
I love it. I'm like Jafar off Aladdin, dude. First, give me the laugh. You feel me?
Oh shit!
That's what I'm like, dude. You can have your reward, your eternal reward.
Yeah. Some people, some people, that's what they strive for. You know what I mean? Some people just like the drama. They feed off that shit. They take it in like, yeah, this is good. I like this. I can react to this thing. And some people react to things differently, but I hope you can come to a equal playing ground here and take a little bit away from, our convo and hopefully the things.
I did though, man. No lie though. I'm not going to say that I'm going to tone it down because I probably won't necessarily.
All right. I respect you for that, man. I respect you.
I mean, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say, I'm going to go from here on out and not talk shit because I'm going to talk shit every day.
And it's not talking shit. I mean, really explain what you're saying because it's not talking shit negative towards anybody. It's talking shit like being more positive towards yourself and speaking loudly and voicing your goals and honestly, when people listen to the show, okay, I think they'll take back your upbringing, where you came from, and given your situation. There are people out there that had different outlets. Look at what Biggie Smalls did. Look at what Tupac did.
Yeah.
They only made money because they spoke on real shit on their lives.
Period.
They made a career of voicing songs based off of real shit that they went through in their lives, dude. Whether it was gangster shit, whether it was selling drugs on the corner, whether it was being with a ton of women, whether it was living a lifestyle, going to parties, whatever, they made money off of voicing their lives, their life, what they did, how they did it, things, shit like that. It ain't no different than what kind of you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm the Biggie Smalls of raps right now. Real, dude.
I see, I always see things on a different light and always look at the other side of the coin because there is another side to it. And I feel like, that analogy right there, I think kind of helps, at least me, thinking about it and trying to figure out why you do what you do. Cause I don't think nobody knows. That's it. That's what it comes down to. They just see what they see and they don't know you. And I hope, as much shit as we talked and, all the stuff that we did talk about, I hope it sheds a little bit more light towards who you are and what you're doing because, I think you deserve that. I think you deserve people to hear your story and your background and what you're doing. And then, what other people perceive it after that, that's their opinion and they're going to move forward, whether keep doing the same thing, not doing the same thing, or going back to just don't giving a fuck. You know what I mean? Cause like I said, there are people out there, numerous, way more people that don't care than people who do care, I think.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
So, you know, if anything, I hope people take away a little bit of your story and what you brought, what you're gonna bring, what your future holds for you, what your goals are. And basically you answered all the questions that we talked about in the beginning, which, you know, I think we covered a lot of it, unless there's something else that, you know, you think will bring value. Not so much maybe your story, but something business wise or anything.
I would say, if anybody's looking for the custom jobs in Atlanta, you know where to go to. Period. The rap god is in the house. The place to be, dude. You know, maybe everybody what everybody should probably take away from this podcast is, you know, don't try to be a leader, if anything. You know, don't follow everybody down a rabbit hole, dude, just because the white rabbit's down there. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's the main thing that people should probably take away from this, is to stop being such sheep and probably live to be herders. You know what I'm saying? Because the water is fine in this pool. You know what I'm saying?
It's clear. It's blue.
Yeah. It's nice.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? It is nice, dude. And you're able to drink off the same water fountain that I am.
Shit.
You know, that's for real, dude.
Shit. All right. Well, anything on that note? Well, you know, I think we've plugged it more times than not, but let everybody know where they can find you and get in contact with you if they got any more questions.
You guys can find me. You guys can find Alex the Rap God on Instagram under World Rapping Federation and Alex.the-Rap-God. That's where I'm at mostly. Shooting fireworks.
On Instagram, right?
On Instagram. Period.
No Facebook, bro?
No, I got Facebook. My Facebook is Alexander Thomas. If you're looking for me on Facebook, I'm on Facebook under Alexander Thomas under Miami. I got about 5 profiles. Miami's the latest one, you know.
Definitely.
Other than that, shit, I'll be at your shop talking shit.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah. And I hold no hard feelings towards ACW, just the owner.
Just the. Wow, that's a fucking. You just took a, you know, went one way and just took a left real quick.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
fuck.
Man.
Well,
I hope everybody enjoyed the podcast. You know, don't be shy to use me for work or come and do some jobs with me.
With you and
you know
see how you work.
Actually, yeah, I'm going to make a YouTube channel after tonight.
Are you?
Yeah, that's what I think I might do.
All right. What do you?
A day in the life of the rap guy.
Hey. Why not? Yeah. Why not document your journey?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Look back at it. You know? Look back at it and reflect.
Living like a rock star.
That's right.
Yeah,
I kind of like it.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. All right, I'm gonna fucking finish wrapping this Maserati.
All right, dude. Well, appreciate you taking the time, bro. I appreciate you taking the time. Yeah, anytime, man. I wish you well for the rest of 2019. I hope you get that opportunity to get out there and rap, you know, in front of people and try to get that camaraderie back. You know, that network.
All they need to know is Al Thomas is trained to go. TTG.
What's up, folks? Hope everyone enjoyed this episode. Thank you to everyone that tuned in, and thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to IBOW Training, offering a variety of training options such as training at your shop, group training classes nationwide, and even private design print profile training through remote login. Learn more about IBOW at ibowtraining.com. Thank you also to We Print Wraps, the industry's #1 source for wholesale printed wraps, offering free nationwide shipping across the U.S. and Canada on all orders over $500. And don't forget, exclusive listeners of this podcast save 5% on your next order when you use promo code ALLWRAPPEDUP at checkout. See why industry pros love them and visit WePrintWraps.com. Till next time, folks, that's a wrap.